The camera is like a belt or a net behind you. And someone's standing behind you and saying, look, you can relax, it's okay, you don't have to push it. Like, say, in the theatre. You don't have to push it, just relax and let it come out. If you do it right for them, for this camera, it will catch you every time you fall back. It's watching you, it's your friend, it loves you, and it is listening and watching everything you do. You don't have to do it big. You don't have to shout and scream. And nobody exists except us six. Right? I'm talking to you now. You got a question?
Well, I was just about you're saying about listening and reacting to something that's going on. Now, how does that work if, for example, you've done your master shot and now you're going to go on to your close-ups, and that person is talking to you, and now you're going to do your close-up. This close-up is like 3.5 hours after you've started the original thing. How do you get what you call the emotional recall?
That is concentration.
Well, yes, but I mean,
that's the next thing. Is to you don't think about it for hours. You don't think. What you do is, you see, you get actors who will say, God, I saw the rushes yesterday, and I didn't like that thing where I did that, and I don't go and see rushes. I sit on the set, and I'm figuring out what I'm going to do next, right? Anybody smoke? You've got a cigarette on you. Now you come up here and light it with me, and smoke with me, and we'll have a talk while we're talking. Yeah, I've got a light here. So now we continue this. And the thing is this, is that you concentrate on what you're doing. And you somehow, it's very difficult to explain, you go into yourself. Remember, you've still got the same person there. Although it was a long shot, if you're standing here with me and they shot it from over that camera there, this is a long shot, I was still talking to you here like this. So when the camera comes here, I'm still only doing the same thing, although I might calm it down a bit on the face because it's closer. Well, the thing you don't do in a long shot is smoke. You know why? Yes, you can. Because now we're going to do the close-up. Where did you take the puff? We've got to do exactly the same lines. Where did you change hands just now? You've got to do it exactly the same. So everything you do, if you're going to... Can I borrow a cigarette? I don't smoke cigarettes, but I'll try. So if you're going to do a long speech and you go, yes, I'll do this long speech now, and then I'll... when I say I'll take another puff. So you took another puff on another puff. And you remember that, because when it comes back to it, it's the most difficult thing to do in a master. If you start fiddling with anything, when they come into the close-up, you're doing the line and you're going, I'll tell you what I'd do. And she says, no, not there. No, you did it when I take another puff. You said, I'll take another puff. No, you did it immediately, you said puff. I'll take another puff. And the whole scene's gone out the window. And you probably have to shoot the master again. So never smoke or fiddle. And if you're going to do action and movement, plan it absolutely perfectly so that you do it exactly the same over and over again. You can change your performance, you can change, but you cannot change the action. Otherwise, the close-up, the medium shot, and the master shot do not match. And there's also with dialogue, for instance, is to learn it. You learn it until you know it, but you've got to learn it over and over and over. If someone says something to you, you could say the whole thing, including everybody else's part. Because the tension of that actual close-up is when you're standing there and everyone goes, right, quiet, turn over, speed, action. And you go, to bum or not to bim, that is the question, and that's it. And it's up till that moment, because you're just a guy who just got up, you know, and said, I'll have cornflakes. And what you see is a guy going, I'll have cornflakes. You know? Because he said, turn over action, And you, unwittingly, were standing there quite calm. You knew the lines about I'll have cornflakes. And they go, turn over, speed, action. I'll have cornflakes. You know, and that's what you get unless you relax, you see. So when they say turn over and speed, they're talking to a load of old cobblers that do with something else about motor mechanics, whatever it is they do. And the other thing is you always cheat as much as you can. Always steal, but only steal from the best people. Just steal whatever you can see. If you see Vivian Leigh do something, or you see Marlon Brando do something, or Robert De Niro, or Meryl Streep, steal it. Because what you're seeing them do, they stole. You understand? But you can't see who they stole it from because they made it into themselves. And that comes to the other thing of where you get into sort of movie stardom, is you have to invent yourself. Now, movie stardom is not necessary, and from my own experience, not a lot of it is recommended. But to be a good movie actor is highly recommended, I think, because it's a delicate operation. It's like, I regard the theatre as an operation with a scalpel. I think movie acting is an operation with a laser, because it's so tiny and it's so small that half the time people say, I don't know what you're doing. And you say, wait till you see the rushes. That's what it is. Wait till
you never ever see the rushes, ever. Do you ever, though, when you're
No,
filming?
never see the rushes. All I've ever seen from rushes is, all rushes are wonderful. Everybody buys their yachts in rushes and go bankrupt at the premiere. All rushes are wonderful. Anybody who you speak to about the rushes, if you were that foolish, says they're wonderful. But what you don't realise is you say to makeup, how was rushes? They say, wonderful. Her lipstick was just, it was wonderful. You say to hair, how was the rushes? Oh, you should have seen the parting there, it was great. Everybody watches their own thing. And if you go to rushes, you will watch yourself. And nothing else. And in actual fact, it should be a stranger to you. It's someone else. The director, if he's any good, will tell you what you will like.
You cannot bluff your emotions.
You cannot bluff this fella.
No.
Or lady. This lady here, you need do nothing.
But you must feel.
You must feel, and you must look, and you must listen, because she will see everything you do, and she will pick it up. You don't have to throw it to her, and she'll love you, even though you ignore her for the rest of your life. She'll still love you when you're 60. I'm banking on that. I'm 53.
You'll never guess who I'm calling on. Well, I wouldn't have believed it myself 3 months ago. I'm here, gal. Well, that's life, isn't it? You never know what's around the corner. Do you know what I mean? I mean, down one minute, up the next. You drop a tanner, you look around, and what'd you find? Ruby.
Hello, baby.
Hold it. Gotcha. She's in lovely condition.
Oh, what are you so impatient about?
What do you think?
Oh, no, don't kiss my hair. You know what it does to me.
Come on. What about it?
No, let's at least have a drink first. Whiskey?
Got a beer, have you? A light ale or something?
Yeah, I've probably got a beer on the ice.
She gets all this lot of income tax. Business expenses, see? She owns 3 hairdressers. The thing I like about Ruby is she's a mature woman. When she gets hold of you, you can feel a lifetime of experience in her. I find I'm going in more for that kind of woman these days. Here, don't you dig your nails in again like you did last Thursday night. I've got scratches all down my back.
Yeah, I may even do more than that to you today.
Great long wheels they are. Dug her nails right in. She's had 2 husbands, both dead. And I got a good idea what they died of and all. She don't keep asking, do you love her, like all these young birds do. She don't even mention love. She knows what she wants, and she's going to get it. If there's any going. Cheers.
Cheers.
Good. Okay. Now I'm going to set you 2 problems, all right? Can we have the movie camera in? What we're going to do is bring